Okay.
Our console will be in this box.
It's gonna be in a box, Rex.
Got keyboard. Here's your console. Two screws in the back.
Oh, we can't. Never mind.
They'll be threaded in the hose. Alright, DJ, here's your Allen wrench. Screws on the table. And it mounts to those two holes there.
Yeah.
Don't tighten it. Alright. DJ, you need to loosen this up. You can straighten your console. That top one's slotted, so right in there. Pretty close. Now get your keyboard tray. Phillips screwdriver. Screws will be in the sides. Do the front ones on both sides.
You got the screws right in there.
Mm-hmm. Line yourself up there. As you can see, it's got several adjustments. Whatever you like to your keyboard to be set at, you can pick your adjustment. It is a USB keyboard, so you can buy your keyboards anywhere. There's a hole right underneath it here. We're just going to stick that USB cable up there for now. So I'm just going to stick it up in there and I'll grab it. And if you look back here, Scott, these cables right here will be hanging here like this. Okay, and they're going to go inside. Obviously, we know what this is. Inside of here, this will plug into here.
Okay.
So we've got an Ethernet cable. Just going to stick it in here like that. And this right here is, you can see you got a plug, that's the ground. And then these right here go to that E-stop switch in the front. I'm just going to stick these just enough in here to get to them when I get inside of here. So now we'll go to the front. Okay, so let's start with this side, the screen side here first. Take the 4 screws out around the screen. And the screen really won't fall out. It kind of sits there. It's easier with 2 people, but I have done it by myself plenty of times. You can do it. So we got the 4 screws out. You're gonna kind of stick your fingers in here it comes out on this side. So you're gonna pull that side out, then pull it back towards you a little bit. And you can see these are all USBs. They're liable to come off. They probably will. I'm just gonna pull that top one off just because I already know it's gonna come off anyway. Now you get into here. This right here is pretty self-explanatory. It says CNC right here. This is our Ethernet communication. You're gonna plug it right into the what we call the brick. This is the PC. You'll push it into here, click. Then you have this cable. This is going to hook to this panel here. I'm just going to set it over here and push it over there because I'm getting ready to get in there to do that. Now, remember when we shoved the keyboard? When we shoved the keyboard cable in here. This one right here, I normally, you have a lot of keyboard expansion over here, but I normally go directly right over here on this side, which is gonna be tough to show you. There's two USBs on this bottom side of this brick. So that's where I usually hook that. But then once you get that part done, just remember you unhooked this USB right here.
Yeah.
We got to make sure we get that plugged back in there. The main thing is these right here, they just don't give you a lot of slack. So that's really what you got. Now you see Scott tucking those wires over because they're going to go to there. So when you put it in, you're going to shove it that away. Up here, make sure you ain't got any cables from the back. That was the Ethernet cable. And then once you got it like that, it just pushes in on this side. And then we can go ahead and put some screws in it.
Okay.
Now this was the plug. This is inside of here. I'm going to push this out the hole right here to the back.
I'm just going to plug in
Just like
right
that.
here. Plugs in right there. Okay.
And then that plugs into the back. And it's exactly what it looks like. It's a 110 volt power receptor. Take this panel off. We got to hook this up. Now this panel doesn't have anything hooked up at the moment. Now these are the wires that we pulled through. Okay. So what we have is we get the easy one out of the way first. This one here just plugs in. And it's going to plug in right up here. It says CPU 10. And actually, you see how it doesn't match up with anything here. That's the only one that it matches, and that's the one it goes on. Kind of got keys on each side, and it will lock in. Once it pulls in there, it kind of locks in. Now here, this little one right here, it will be grounded in here. We'll wait on that one last. But these right here are the most critical that you get right. And what I did, and what we probably ought to do, is I took a picture when I took it apart. And you can see, I don't know how that shows up on that video. We got a gray and a white stripe and a red and like a red and a blue. Mm-hmm. Okay, so they're gonna go this red and blue and this gray and white. They're gonna go on one side of the switch. Okay, they're feeding this switch. Back at the switch, so we got the red with the blue stripe and the white with the gray stripe. That's on one side of the switch. This is one switch, this is one switch. Very, very crucial that we get the right wire with the right switch. If you look in the picture, we got the red and the blue. We got a blue. It looks like a brown to me, but
It's a red.
is it a red? So basically this one is going to go to this side. Okay, and this one here is going to go to the other side. Now the one thing you may see, the picture, it doesn't matter which one you use. They work the same way. So I could flip these two and flip these two. The main thing is you have these two together, okay?
Yeah.
And these two right here are together. Very, very crucial. This has to be that way.
Okay.
But as you can see, my picture is just the opposite.
Yeah. Okay.
So now all we have is this little acorn nut and screw right here.
Inside.
Which
right in there.
And we're going to take, and all this, I believe all this is a shield. That cable's shielded. So that right there is just tying it to the chassis of the machine. So, we'll hold that and tighten that up. Let's see. All right, go for it. Right. So there's your shield. Now this right here, we're just going to stuff everything in here. Make sure you're not pinching anything. And line your hose back up. There was inside the electrical cabinet. I'm going to show you a couple things. I put them in the cabinet so they don't get lost. We've got this cover right here. It basically is self-explanatory. It just covers all those wires so you don't have to see that little cover. The screws are on the side. They're in a little baggie right here. Extra screws there, I'm not sure what they're for. But anyway, that's going to be in your cabinet so it doesn't get lost. And then you have your MPG, which is just a plug and play thing right here on the side of the cabinet.
Oh, inside, okay.
Yeah, it locates. It's got some little alignment pins. Once you find them pins, it just falls in and you just twist it till it stops.
Okay.
Now, this thing does have magnets on it, but it also has this tray right here. If you want to, set it in that little tray, or you can. What I was going to do when I'm like indicating something or working on the machine, you can stick it. That's aluminum. Anywhere that's metal, good metal, it'll stick.
Yeah.
But we're ready to fire it up now. Yep, you do it here. Pull the E-stop, you hear it click back here. This is our main screen. At this point in time, I'll set that on about 100%. We're gonna hit the green go button. You see it's Homes that away.